The pros and cons of using solar power at home. Just like electricity, solar power can be used to run most household electrical appliances. And given that electricity bills seem to be always on the rise, many people are considering going off grid and using solar power for their household energy. If it's superficially evident that solar energy is feasible alternative to grid electricity. However, you'd want to know the pros and cons of using solar power at home before you make the decision to partially or fully go off grid. Read below for details. Pros. Currently, the US alone produces enough solar electricity to power 12.3 million homes. There must be a reason why so much effort is being put to harvesting solar energy. Here are some of the reasons. Number one, saves you money. You probably use electrical appliances like light bulbs, water heater, iron box, coffee maker, sandwich maker, and the like. The more appliances you use in your home, the more bills you have to pay. This can prove to be costly, especially with the current inflation of prices. However, with solar energy, you can use all appliances you wish to without the worry of bills. But take note that you need some significant amount of money to purchase solar kits and pay a contractor for the design and installation of the solar system. The exact amount you pay depends on your desired capacity of the system. The performance and the durability of your solar system largely depends on the contractor you hire for the job. You want to go for a company with vast professional experience in installing solar systems around your area of residence. This way, you are sure that they fully understand your area's climate and can design a system with optimal energy conversion rates for the particular area. So if you're looking to install a solar system, make sure to consult reliable solar installation companies such as smartsolarenergy.com. Once you install your solar panels, you can enjoy free electricity from the entire lifespan of the panels, which is typically about 30 years. Solar systems, being stationary, are barely affected by the usual wear and tear and that grip moving machine parts. Therefore, you won't spend a fortune on repair and maintenance procedures. Number two, renewable source of energy. You can't drain the sun of all its solar energy. To comfortably power your home for a monthly electricity consumption of 877 kilowatts per hour, you need between 21 and 34 solar panels, each rated 280 watts. This is just like drawing a drop of water from the ocean. Understand that the sun in just an hour emits more energy than the whole world uses in a whole year. In other words, solar power is enough to meet the energy needs of every family on Earth. In addition, the supply of solar energy isn't likely to dwindle anytime soon. If the world exists for the next 1,000 years, the sun will still be shining. That's what's referred to as renewable source of energy. For this reason, unlike electricity, there is no need for rationing solar energy. You can use as much as you wish to. Number three, helps conserve the environment. Fossil fuels are used to drive turbines for the generation of hydroelectric power. This is the leading source of energy across the globe. The major disadvantage with burning fossil fuels is the release of greenhouse gases. These contribute to global warming, which negatively impact the environment you are well aware of. By using solar power, you can play your part in the global environment conservation efforts. You typically don't need to burn any fuels for you to generate electricity from solar panels. That's why solar power is popularly referred to as the cleanest form of energy. Also, grid electricity is associated with cutting down trees for use of electric poles, as well as to make room for electric lines. This considerably adds to environmental degradation. This isn't the case with solar power. All you need is a clear rooftop to mount your solar panels. Number four, results in the use of underutilized land. So far, several companies have set solar farms in deserts neighboring large cities like those in California, United States. The trend is likely to spill over to other vast lands across the world. Such lands usually lie bare because of the arid conditions because the arid conditions don't support economic activities like agriculture. By setting up solar farms in these areas, such companies effectively put into use otherwise idle resources. And if you get your electricity from such solar farms, you can take pride as being part of the drive to effectively utilize natural resources. Number 5, gives you full control. Electricity companies can operate as monopolies since they may be the only providers of electricity in a given areas. Having no competition, they can always get away with malpractices like unexplained power cuts and poor customer relations. This hurts, but there is usually nothing you can do about it. This is, however, not the only case with solar energy. You have full control of your solar power as long as you produce enough electricity. No third party can cut off your supply without your consent. Also, you have the liberty to upgrade the system as often as you wish to. Number 6, it's available everywhere. The sun is available to everyone in virtually every country in the world. So, whatever part of this world you build your home in, you can always use solar power. It's only the intensity of solar energy that varies, but you have the option of using more solar panels to set up electricity production in the areas that get few hours of sunlight. This is unlike other sources of energy. For instance, to use wave energy, you must be adjacent to an ocean, and not every country borders an ocean. To use hydroelectric power, you need to build a dam or along a permanent river, and not all regions in the world have rivers flowing through them. To use nuclear energy, your country must be endowed with adequate uranium deposits. Solar stands out because of its omnipresence. Cons: like every other source of energy, solar power has a few downsides. These are discussed below. Number 1, production fluctuates with weather conditions. The rate of conversion of solar energy into electricity is dependent on the weather. Experts have so far established that solar panels need daylight to generate electricity and not direct sunlight. But even so, overcast daily affects the intensity of daylight, and this reduces the amount of electricity produced by solar cells. In the places that experience long winters, short days, and long nights, the production of solar power can significantly go down. However, with a properly designed system and enough battery capacity, you can still make use of the little sunlight stored and store enough solar electricity to meet all your electrical needs. Number 2, high initial cost. Initial costs include designing the solar system, purchasing solar system batteries and inverters, and having them installed by a professional. The money you invest in is usually enough to pay electricity bills for about 3 to 5 days. Once you break even, you are set to enjoy free solar energy. To cut on costs, you can opt to use solar energy directly without storing it, but this means you won't be able to use electricity at night unless you have another source of energy for the night. Number 3, complications when shifting to a new house. Typically, you install a solar system in your home with the intention of living there for life, but unforeseen circumstances may rise and force you to shift to a new home. Moving the entire solar system to your new home isn't easy. In fact, having a completely new setup system may be cheaper for you than relocating the current system. If not done properly, the process of disassembling the solar kit could result in damage of critical components. Also, since the solar panels are anchored with brackets drilled off the roof, removing the brackets leaves holes on the roof, and this makes you incur additional cost for repairing the damaged roof. Number 4, efficiency. The rate of conversion of solar energy into power is usually low. For residential houses, the average conversion efficiency is between 17 and 19%. This figure could be a bit lower for low-end power panels and slightly higher for high-end solar panels. That's the much that solar energy technology can provide. This means you need to have several solar panels in order to adequately meet your energy demands, and that translates to huge cash investment and largely space requirements. However, with technological advancement being made daily, the conversion efficiencies are likely to improve in the future. Altogether, for your home energy needs, solar energy remains a feasible alternative. Weigh the pros and cons discussed above so that you make an informed decisions. If you feel the pros outweigh the cons, go ahead and start consultation with a solar contractor. You also need to consider these factors before installing rooftop solar panels. But if you feel the disadvantages have much weight, you can easily stick to grid electricity.